The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, the one and only Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Man, we love you, man. Know you got a good word this morning. How you doing?
Doing good, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro? You know I love me some you.
Yes, sir, man. Blessed and highly favored. Always looking forward to this word this morning, man.
Hey, thank you so much, Rickey. The word today lets us know that, listen, people will come for you who you didn't send for. People will talk about you behind your back. They will smile at you in your face. The OJs would say all the while trying to take your place. It's just really jacked up that there are some low-down people in this world who will do everything they can to set you up, to take you out. All of us have enemies. Some even have frenemies. But the good news is Fred Hammond warns us that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work. He does it brilliantly, beautifully, taking that wonderful passage from the book of Isaiah, singing about it. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work. And that's the word I want to drop in somebody's spirit this day. I don't care how people may try to mistreat you and diss you and dismiss you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work. But the Bible lets us know it won't prosper because of at least three things. Number one, it's because God is good enough to take what people do to you and somehow it ends up working out for you. The Bible puts it like this: they meant it for evil, but God turns it for good. But then also the good news is God is so good that the people who try to mess over you, God will bless you in front of them. The Bible puts it like this: He prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Freddie Haynes remixed it. God will throw a blessing party in your honor, but the party can't jump off until all of your haters RSVP. I love it. But then finally, and this is the good one right here, God is so good that the very people who try to diss you and dismiss you will soon discover that God will elevate you and there's nothing they can do about it. Yeah, God will use your haters for your elevators. God will raise you up in the very face of the people who are trying to tear you down, because no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work. Listen, you go ahead and have yourself a blessed day, a great day, knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work.
Pastor Haynes, man, that's a good word this morning, man. Thank you so much for coming on with us every single morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. And I have a YouTube channel where you can check out some of my sermons, Frederick Haynes.
There it is. All right, Pastor Haynes, let's get into some music. Love you, man.
Love you, bro. Have a great one.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky is being brought to you by Olay Body. Better skin from your body wash. Try Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Lotion. Olay Body. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Thursday morning news. President Joe Biden has agreed to send U.S.-made M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine. The move is seen as the latest in a series of escalations that are bringing the U.S. and Europe closer to outright conflict with Russia over Ukraine, according to the New York Times. The M1 Abrams tank, which is armed with cannons and machine guns, is said to be one of the most powerful ground weapons in the U.S. arsenal. In other news, Meta will allow former President Donald Trump to return to Facebook and Instagram in the coming weeks. The company made the announcement on Wednesday. Trump's suspension was initially enacted following the 2021 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol 2 years ago. In Virginia, the school board of Newport News voted last night to fire the school district superintendent. In the hours before an elementary school teacher was shot, school administrators were warned 3 times that a 6-year-old boy was carrying a gun but failed to take action, according to a lawyer representing the teacher. That teacher is still recovering from a gunshot wound to the chest. Lastly, Ricky, gas prices are trending upward. The average nationwide price for a gallon of gas rose to $3.42 this week. That's 12 cents more than last week and 33 cents more than a month ago, according to AAA. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Read more on these stories and other headlines at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Portland Trailblazers superstar Dame Lillard dropped 60 points last night versus Utah Jazz. Only 29 shot attempts and 10 free throw attempts. Just 2 other players have reached 60 points on fewer shot attempts. That was the great Karl Malone and James Harden did it. Dame shot 90% from the field, man. Lights out. Brooklyn Nets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. That means it was Ben Simmons facing his old team for the first time in Philly since he left Philly. Him and Joel Embiid were going back and forth. They was pushing and shoving each other, talking smack all game long. I love it, man. It is what it is. Philly won the game. Ben had 12 points. Joel had 26 points. But it was good to see them jokers go back and forth like that. I love that little competition. Last but not least, LSU accidentally overpaid their head football coach, Brian Kelly, $1 million during the first year of a 10-year, $100 million contract. They mistakenly paid him directly and his LLC business. So he was getting paid twice throughout the year. They caught the problem, and the process has been started to correct it. He's going to have to pay that money back. Quick sports report right there for Rock Teasy. Gary, what up, Mike?
All right, y'all. Kris Jenner, that's the mama of the Kardashian clan, y'all. Her boyfriend, Corey Gamble, y'all, they're saying that he is being slammed for flaunting, honey, his beautiful $40,000 crocodile Birkin bag at a Lakers game the other night. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the 42-year-old took to his Instagram stories to share photos of him sitting courtside at a Los Angeles game the other night. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Corey was photographed sitting courtside at the game, y'all, with Dwayne Wade holding a beautiful $40,000 crocodile Birkin bag. Now, they said Corey, you know, they said while he and Dwayne Wade were, honey, in the pic, y'all, cheering on the home team, they're saying, y'all, that, honey, people were looking at that bag cheering on, now, what is he doing with this $40,000 bag, honey? They're saying it's just ridiculous, honey. Some people saying, honey, that he could have given that money to charity or did something else with it. But they're saying, critics also pointed out, y'all, that the price of accessory in an online thread, y'all, and accused the businessman, honey, of showing off his earnings. Now, they're saying that the original poster wrote, "Is that Corey with a crocodile Birkin bag? Is that Chris bag?" Either way, they're saying he's back, y'all, in action with his expensive toys. Ooh. Can you not carry your stuff? I mean, can people not just have their stuff? I mean, without being trolled and, I mean, they rich.
What kind of bag did they expect him to carry, considering who his girlfriend is?
Exactly.
Yeah, they want him to walk around naked or something? Like, what you mean showing off? I mean, you just wearing your stuff.
Yeah, he just carried his bag to the thing. But, you know, but the thing, and I have another story. I could just go ahead and put it with it. Now, nobody said nothing about Serena Williams' husband, honey, Alexis Ohanian. Now, he was at the 2021 Met Gala with his wife, honey, Serena, and he was only wearing a $282,300 suit.
What? How much?
$282,300.
Well, what kind of suit was
that?
I don't know what kind it was, but baby, that's the suit he was wearing, and they gave the price to it and all. And you know that's at the Met Gala, so you got to dress real nice and different, though.
I never heard of a men's suit costing so much in my whole life.
Well, honey, he is costing
$300,000. Yeah, is it made? Is it gold lined or something?
Would have come with a Bentley motor on it.
Right.
But we got to understand when people are wealthy like this, this is what they do. They spend their money.
Have you ever heard of a suit that much?
No. I never heard of
what
but,
brand? You know, who make
but
it?
I'm not mad at them, honey. Go ahead and do what you do. They said the Lord wants you to have nice
Robert
things.
Graham, old expensive ass suit.
And honey, that's even beyond Robert Graham, honey.
Okay.
I mean, he's on top of all designs. But I mean, he wore his suit, honey. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. But this man just carried a $40,000 Birkin bag. And that one cheap. Because Birkin bags start up in $100,000.
Yeah.
You know, if you get good. And he had a crocodile one for $40,000, so he got that probably on sale. So, but anyway. It's just sad. So people watching what y'all wearing, so be careful what you're wearing, honey, because people are definitely watching it, honey, and they will call you out saying that it's not right. So, all right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Tangelo. On the high end, you say Tangelo, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up next in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, T.I. and Tiny lost big, and I'm going to tell you what happened up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
nest high. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Already, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, judge has dismissed T.I. and Tiny's lawsuit against MGA Entertainment. The mistrial was announced after jurors heard recorded testimony from a woman who accused the toy company of appropriating the black community, a subject that was previously ruled admissible by the court. Someone from court tweeted, jurors heard from a woman who said she stopped buying OMG dolls because I did not want to support a company that steals from African Americans and their ideas. Today, a judge declared a mistrial because of it, agreeing with this argument from MGA's lawyers. Now, according to legal documents, the court acknowledged the testimony was improper and unfairly prejudicial. T.I.'s attorney, Aaron Ranahan, tried to get Judge Selner to reconsider, saying that the testimony wasn't anything helpful for their case. He said, we did not want that theme before this jury in particular. This is not Los Angeles. There's not a single black person on the jury. It didn't work. So reportedly, the judge stated, I think it's evident that there were shortcomings on the part of everybody, including the court, to get the parties to the point where they are today. Now, for all the foregoing reasons, I grant a mistrial with reluctance. I think it's entirely proper and necessary. So nobody wins in this case. I don't know. I don't damn know. I'm looking like, what?
So what happens? What that mean, don't it?
I actually do not.
If a judge grant a mistrial, do that mean it go back to court?
A mistrial means it would have to start all over again from scratch. Right. So it's basically a do. I don't even want to say a do-over. It goes back to zero.
That's so not fair. Have y'all seen these dolls? They look just like the OMG girls, just like them.
Really?
So I guess maybe that, I don't know. I guess that argument, the race card and the prejudicial thing, just, I guess it didn't work, because I don't know if T.I. wanted them to argue that or not or whatever have you. You know, sometimes lawyers go off to the left and do what they feel.
They played a clip in court that the judge had already told them not to play.
Oh.
And so the judge felt like it was misleading the jury.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
So when they did that, that's what angered the judge and was like, hey, I already told y'all not to do that.
I mean, I know it costs a lot of money, but I think they should start over because...
And that's why he called it a mistrial because of that. Because if they would have appealed, whenever a judge ruling gets overturned in appeals court, it makes the judge look bad and messes with the judge credibility.
And this is what I just Googled. Thank God for Google. They say, honey, when a judge rules a mistrial and dismisses a case with prejudice, the case cannot be retried later.
What?
Yes,
but hers was without prejudice.
Hers was without, or was it with?
Oh my goodness.
Well,
she said with reluctancy.
Okay, well, they maybe could go back to court then. But when it's with prejudice, it's over with.
I hate that because they definitely stole. I don't care. They look. These dolls look just like the OMG girls, and that's so not fair. So, I mean, I know it costs a lot of money, but I think that they should not give up on it, and I think they should do it again and just try over and not give up on that because it's it's stealing. Like, it's horrible. It's stealing. Oh, all right, y'all. We're gonna wrap up the hotspot on that. I done got hot over here, mad and stuff. Okay, coming up next, y'all hit us up for them wake up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 12 before the top of the hour. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Okay, Rickey Smiley. So I tried to ignore it. I tried to just sit back and let it go, okay? But, and I know after 4 days, and I know this is going to hurt you too, my brother, but you know I love you. But after 4 days, the wound is still fresh with these Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboy fans just will not stop talking. Super Dave, can you give me some appropriate music, please, for these...
Man, don't do this.
No, I got to do it because they won't stop talking. They won't stop coming at me in my DMs because I clowned them a little bit after they lost. This is for all the Dallas Cowboy fans surrounding my life, and you know who you are, including Rickey Smiley, comedians Tony Tone, and Country Wayne especially. Y'all get on my nerves with your delusional, we're still a dynasty, we're still the greatest team in the history of sports, even though y'all last championship was just that. It was history. Haven't won a Super Bowl since AirTran was still flying, since Brandy was Moesha, since cell phone plans still came with free nights and weekends, and Deion Sanders still wears size 12 on both feet. Here's why I can't stand y'all and why it doesn't bother me to kick you when you're down. First of all, let me say that, yes, I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. Let's get that out the way. Nobody can tell me nothing about supporting the loser. Nobody loses better or more spectacularly than my Atlanta Falcons. We left a big bucket of diarrhea boo-boo on the Super Bowl emblem against the Patriots 6 years ago. I know that. It's still humiliating to this day. But our team been trash. We've been trash forever. And we know we are forever trash. Don't pretend we're not trash. Unlike the Dallas Cowboy fans who look at a pie pan full of horse turds and try to convince people it's peach cobbler. We know that we know what we got. We know we ain't winning nothing today. We ain't winning nothing next year. Or we ain't winning nothing 5 years from now. But we're not living in a fantasy world where always next year is our year. We don't live in that fantasy world. We don't go to sleep next to Precious and roll over in the morning and expect to say good morning to Beyonce. We know what we laid down with, and we know what we waking up to. And get out of my DMs telling me that I'm abusing Dak Prescott. That man's 6'2", 240 pounds, with a $45 million paycheck. I think he can take abuse from the second-string comedian on a radio morning show. Man, y'all got that big Dak and don't know what to do with it. Nothing worse than that, right, ladies? Cowboys fans get gassed up by beating a Tampa Bay team that slid under the door with a losing record and a 73-year-old quarterback and convince yourselves that a Lombardi trophy would be there for the taking. That ain't happening no time soon. So here's to all you Dallas Cowboy fans. Shut the F up for a while. Actually, for more than a while. How long do y'all need to shut the F up about the Cowboys? As Andre 3000 would say, shut the F up forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Dallas Cowboys, forever the champions of Texas. Goodbye.
Man, that's dirty, man, for you to waste the precious airtime and go on the radio and do something like that. That's dirty.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of them.
We ruled the 90s. We ruled the 90s. We ruled the 90s with three championships.
Okay, Bill Clinton ruled the 90s, too. Where's he at today? All right.
Tony Tone and comedian Country Wayne
yeah.
and myself, that we love our Dallas Cowboys forever.
You're supposed to if you're a real fan.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with loving them, but stop trying to tell everybody
Day.
that next year's your year. Next year ain't your year.
Well, if you're a real fan, Special K, you're supposed to always believe that next year's your year.
Yeah, you always believe it, but stop trying to convince everybody else that you stuck a candle in a cow turd that is birthday cake.
And why did you choose this song in the background? What is this?
That's the Dallas Cowboys official song.
Man, going on, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. And, Rick, I need all of y'all to listen to this very closely, because this is what Mr. Akon is saying, and a lot of people debating with it. Now, they're saying that the Singhalese honey singer Akon, he sparked debate y'all online when he said, Ricky, that men are superior to women and can make babies without a woman. Now, the musician made the claims, y'all, during a recent interview. Now, Akon 49 said that men are physically superior to women and that men are the kings and the divine, honey, of this universe. He also went on to say that during that interview, he claimed that men are able to make babies without women because all they need is to create life is sperm and an incubator. He said women don't create life. They support the creation of life. He said we're gods and we are the ones that create life. He said, let me tell you this, honey, of the science of it. He said a man right now can create life without a woman, but a woman cannot create life without a man. And he also wanted to say, he said, if I wanted to do it right now, he said all I had to do was just, honey, release my body fluid in an incubator and, honey, give y'all it 9 months, even maybe less with today's science, and a baby will be born. He said a woman cannot do that, so men are the creators of life in actuality.
What is his sperm fertilizing in the incubator? An egg. Where do you get the egg from?
A woman.
Well, he don't. I don't know.
What is he talking about?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but this is what he
starting
said.
to get out of control, though.
Yeah, because they said you could have a baby now. You could create a baby now.
Give a man more than one wife. They just
Yeah.
take advantage of everything.
An alien baby, maybe. You know.
I don't know,
You
Ricky. What you think
Yeah,
about
you
that?
have to have an egg. I mean, Maria is right.
Well, he said now.
Maybe
he
he's
said a
saying
man
it
could
starts
do
with a seed because you got to feed the egg, right? You got to put the seed into the egg.
But you still
it takes
need
both.
the egg.
It takes a man and a woman. Sorry.
But just to say something like that, it seems like you just got an issue with, I don't know. It's
Well,
like you got
let's
an
just not
issue
talk
with trying
about eggs right now because the price of eggs has gone up. I'm having a grocery. I got to go to the grocery store today. I don't want to talk about eggs. Eggs is too high right now.
Yeah, we got to go out and do a whole show this weekend to afford some eggs.
Okay.
Didn't even feel like working this weekend. You
Right,
gotta go to the improv.
And it's amazing how eggs have gone up. My God.
They
I
are
mean, that
high.
would be the cheapest thing in the store.
You ought to see the
but
pictures
now-
of these chickens on the internet and when they got how dressed up. They're expensive.
I saw that. Yes,
Chickens
baby.
coming right out of Neiman Marcus, Gary.
Yes, baby. They said one of them came out of Neiman. Baby, one of them had a Gucci purse. Baby.
Oh yeah, the chickens that came up. They charged for them.
Yes.
It won't be no Easter this year.
None, honey. So, but I don't know. But we just got to pray for Acorn because, some people believe what they believe and stuff. And, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. So,
There's a lot of women that like to be submissive to a man like that. So there's a woman for a man who thinks that way. Not very many, but there are, about 3.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
All right. Moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, y'all, Kylie Jenner, they say she sparked an outrage, honey, on the social media. They said this girl was wearing a beautiful noose necklace, honey, to Paris Fashion Week. Now, that's probably why she and Travis broke up, too, because she probably wanted him to be, a slave again, honey, or what have you. So she got that noose necklace, but they're saying that this necklace, honey, was definitely the hottest thing going on right now because I'm trying to get y'all. It appeared, y'all, on Givenchy's 2022 spring collection, honey, in October 21. So it's one of the hottest necklaces going, though, but it's noose-ish. But Ricky, what's wrong with wearing? I mean, is there something wrong with wearing a noose necklace? It just looked like a noose. But,
what?
Paris. Kylie Jenner's necklace, honey. They said that her necklace, honey, was a noose necklace, and some people saying that's probably why Travis left because he was scared. Huh?
Yeah, I've seen those before. I don't know. It just depends on people are. I don't know. I have to see it myself.
It was one that was distasteful. That was in a fashion show before it was big. And it was taken
like
around, and it looked like a rope and a noose. That's just like the shape of a necklace or something. Like, I don't know. That looks small.
Yeah.
Lord, they make everything something. I don't think that's a bad.
It don't look like a noose, Brent.
I don't think so.
Gary, you gonna post it on your page where they can see it?
Yeah.
Where they can vote.
It's shaped like it's almost like you could almost put your hand through it.
But yesterday,
and
Ricky,
be like a bracelet.
she wore a stuffed lion's head, and they got on about wearing a stuffed lion's head. So
can't satisfy everybody.
Yeah. They said Peter was mad.
Yeah, so we just got to pray, y'all. Fashion is fashion, honey. Stop hating on fashion. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Tangelo. On the high end, you say Tangelo, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange, honey. That's your color for today.
Orange. That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Gary!
Time to wake up call. Get at me 86669 Ricky. Let's go.
Here we go. Get it together. Come on. Let's go.
Wake up. This is Madison, Humble, Tennessee, and I want to wake up my 2 best selves, Nala and Brooklyn. Wake up.
To the mighty Edda chapter of the South Carolina Capitol Lambda Chi Military Fraternity Incorporated and the people 96 South Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hello, this is Lucky from Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up, kids. Wake up, everybody.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Jerome calling for Springs, Texas. I want to give a shout out to Ricky and the crew. Wake up, wake up, wake up to my lovely wife, Renika Jackson, my boys, Jaden, Jamal, and Jerome. Y'all have a good day.
This is Earl Hall Guts Jackson calling to give a wake-up call to them 2 little fuckers I squirted out my wiener about 18 years ago. Deacon Zach, they twins. Love you guys. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, Baby Rouge. Wake up, Taylor has said, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery, wake up. Where wake up, wake up.
Unfiltered, unapologetic. It's just real talk.
Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
No, aren't y'all Rickey Smiley Morning Show? It is 29 after the hour. And I know we talk about people on the show all the time. We talk about singers, we talk about rappers, we talk about actors, actresses, and all that. We rarely talk about comedians, and you got two damn good ones on this morning show. As a matter of fact, three. You got Benji Brown, you got Will K, you got all these different comedians that come on the show and participate. Benji Brown. So I'm minding my own business, and I always get business. Minding my own business. Brett, we had just got off the air. I went down to my office to the 6th floor. Mm-hmm. They said, hey, Tom Joyner's going to retire. Do you want the gig? That happened. I'm minding my own business. I wouldn't even focus on that. I was focused on making the Rickey Smiley Morning Show when it was on the hip-hop station the best it could be. So I went to the Stardome last night, trying to focus and concentrate, putting people on. Had just blessed a young girl that was 18 years old that came on stage and killed Keisha Cole Love. So we raised money for her and gave her money so she can continue her voice lessons. And sometimes God was like, okay, you know, this was a blessing. Just trying to bless people. And Stardome was good. Chris was there. We had a great time. I got a text message. Say, hey, big show downtown at the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center. Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle wants to see you. Now, I like to go home because I'm a recluse. I got my little system because I had to be up at 4 in the morning, to prepare to do the morning show because the morning show started at 5 a.m. Why me and a police officer and my boy Willie was lined up on the highway in the rain, flying down 65. I just said, I'm going to go. Something told me, just go, Rick. I know you like to go to bed. Just go, because I don't go to shows. You know what I'm saying? I go to bed because I'm disciplined and I don't like nothing to mess with my routine. So, man, I got there. Gary Abdo, good friend of mine, owns 2 comedy clubs in Atlanta. Kay met me outside, man, and we pulled up. I went down this runway. The people are like, oh, that's Rickey Smiley. Let him through. They let me go down the wrong way on a one-way just to get to the ramp area. Park the cars on the inside of the auditorium. Let me drive my car in there. So I got out the car and I'm walking through, man. People shaking my hand, bro. Sometimes you don't even know that people are watching your work like that, Brett. You don't even know because you just humble and you just go to work every day. You ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. So I get backstage and I get whisked real quick. Like you would have thought, like whisked straight back. All the people waiting outside the dressing room. I get whisked straight to Dave Chappelle. Back in the dressing room, go straight back there. And Dave Chappelle turns around and I'm getting emotional. Hold on.
Take your time, dog. Take your time.
Brett, it just meant so much to me. I don't try to impress nobody. I just do my work and go home and take care of my kids. And he turned around, man, he said, damn it, the GOAT, Rickey Smiley. He said my whole name. I didn't even know Dave Chappelle knew me like that or knew nothing about me. Because I only worked with Dave Chappelle one time when we did the New York show up in, the Hot 97 show, April Fool's show that they do for the comedians every year in New York. And he grabbed me, man. He just hugged me tight, man. He looked at me and said, man, I'm so proud of you, man. I follow you. I watch everything you do. And, man, it just meant so much to me, man. It just did my heart so good, man, to let you know that you out here working. I ain't trying to do nothing but just try to do a good job, everything that I do. And then they said, that lasted for about 10 minutes. They said, come on, man, Dave's about to go on stage. Chris Rock is on stage. So I'm walking down the hall, had no idea that Chris Rock had came on stage. So I'm finna go try to catch the last part of Chris Rock's show. Chris Rock is walking towards me. Broke out and ran up to me and grabbed me and just embraced me. I only met Chris Rock, Brett, one time, walking downtown Atlanta, me and my ex-girlfriend going for a walk downtown Atlanta, Midtown, and we walking past Chris Rock. He taking a walk because he in Atlanta shooting a movie. He said, Rickey damn Smiley. And we just hugged and talked, and then Dave Chappelle walked up because he's getting ready to go on stage. And we all hugging, man. They just like, we proud of you. We heard about this. We heard about that. You're doing this, man. We love you. You funny as hell. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even know that nobody was like that. The GOATs of comedy watching your work, Brad. Like, who would have thought? right? And I'm just trying to work and just do my job, take care of my kids and love on my grandkids in a comfortable place. Ain't nobody trying to do movies and be famous and all that kind of stuff. I'm just enjoying what I do and the opportunities that I have. Then Dave Chappelle, we all hugged, we took a picture. Dave Chappelle go on stage and then they whisked us off to the VIP in some good seats. And then right after the show, they whisked us back to the dressing room. It was just too much, man. And I got home about 12:30, like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I laid staring at the ceiling, playing this back in my head. I was so inspired and motivated. I couldn't even go to sleep. I got up in the middle of the night and took out 3 notebooks and started writing jokes. I got that inspired. I ain't even been to sleep. I took a nap. I took a nap on the couch. I didn't even get in the bed last night. To see them in the center of an arena and every single seat is sold out, I might not ever get to do that. But guess what? I'm inspired to be even better, doing the best I can with what I have and what I got. Right. And I just thank God for Almighty God for that wonderful experience and opportunity. And my message is to share with somebody that's listening right now. Just sometimes God will put you in a place so you can see and experience what you're about to get and what's about to happen in your life. That's why you don't worry about validation from your boss or from anybody. You understand? Because God opened doors. God put you in places and let you see something. And every single time, he put me in front of the kings of comedy. He put me there. He let me see other big events. He put me there. And then later on, he allowed me time to prepare and then time to do it. And it was like, Ricky, like it was just a blessing. And I just wanted to share that. Whatever job you're doing, just do the best you can and keep doing what you're doing. Because when nobody else recognizes your work and how hard you work and how good you are at your job, God He's watching. And he will put you there in a place so you can do your thing. And preparation meets opportunity. It was a blessing to be with Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle last night and Donnell Rollins, Gary Abdo. And it was like old friends, man. And I had a long sit-down talk with both of them. And I'm just blessed this morning because God is good. So I just wanted to share that. That was my experience last night as a comic. So as a comedian, that's a dream for comedians. I just want to tell everybody that ain't on no bragging, nothing right now. That is a dream and a blessing for comedians to be in a room with Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. Y'all got Beyonce. These are our goats, Special K.
Most definitely.
Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle, those are our goals. They mean a lot to comedians that perform on stage in comedy clubs every weekend. Those are the ones we look up to, the Eddie Murphys, the Richard Pryor, that we met the living goats last night. Yep. So Chris Rock gonna be in Atlanta tonight, Kay. I can set you up if you want to go to the show.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'll get you backstage. I got
most
that.
Definitely.
Now I'm charging now. You just cash out me $100. I'll get you back down there.
All right, y'all. You ain't saying nothing.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Yo, hey, what's up?
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Black Tony?
Yo.
What's wrong, man? You coming to work?
Nah, I ain't coming. When I come, we need to go to the Human Research Office. Me and you.
For what?
We need to go in there to go. I need to talk to you folks.
They don't know if you work here or not.
Nah, I get they don't, because yesterday was payday. I get they don't know I work on. Because they sent me something. I know this is a mistake, son.
What you mean?
They sent me, at payday, they sent me a little. Talking about Black Tony, this is an official notice that they talking about I'm looking for a check.
Yeah.
These folks done sent me a paper talking about they not giving me no check.
What?
Yeah.
You ain't work,
man. They not giving me no. They talking about I owe them money.
How many hours you work?
That's what they said. They talking about my hours is negative 42,000 hours. And they talking about I owe them some money. They gonna send me a damn voice in.
A voicemail? I mean, an invoice.
Yo. We got to go to Human Research Office.
So you owe the company money?
Yo.
They put a number on there, like how much you owe?
Yeah.
How much you owe him?
$62,000 and $62,347.18.
So maybe if you come to work, you can work it off.
They told me they're going to charge me for the parking spot that I ain't never used for the last 6 years. And they charged me for access to the building.
The access? They hit you up with the access card?
Yeah.
You ain't never used it.
I'm scratched out looking at this number. So I ain't got no damn 62,000.
And where your access card? Do you still have your access card?
Yeah.
When did you get it?
I'm hyperventilating right now. I can't pay these folks that money. We need to go to human research office soon.
Well, in order to go to human research, you got to come to work.
I'm scared to go in there. I'm scared they're going to lock me up.
Ain't nobody they gonna lock you up, man. Breathe, man. Breathe. Just breathe, dog.
$2,000. They talking about I owe them.
Breathe.
They talking about I owe them for my medical benefits and all.
Let it out, dog.
Can you put y'all money together and give me $62,000? I can't
Hello?
do this.
Hello?
I can't do this.
You be all right.
Hang in there, dog.
Yeah, you good.
If you don't pick these toys up off the floor, I'm gonna throw them away. Close that door, you letting my air out. Don't be running in and out. You look just like your ugly ass daddy when you did that. You don't come to my house and go in the refrigerator. I know you better have your ass in this house before that street light come on. I don't care if you eat. That's gonna be your stomach fumbling and grumbling all night, cause I ain't cooking no more. Get that same cup you been using. Why pay for the cow when you can get the milk for free? You in love. You can't spell love. Get your ass down. Cause if you hurt yourself, I'm gonna beat your ass. Act up in the store if you want to, all these damn white folks. Embarrass me in this store if you want to. Sit down and close your mouth. I'm not gonna say it again. Let me hear stop one more damn time. And I'm gonna start whooping some ass. That's enough water in that damn tub. You don't need all that damn water. You're not going swimming. I know you didn't just close. You don't close no doors around here. Ain't no privacy. This my house. Ain't no breathing. This my house. Ain't no refrigerator. This my house.
Okay, does this sound like me or everybody mama?
Both. Ain't no closing no doors around here.
No.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Ricky, y'all need to help me out. Rock T, honey, this is a very touching story, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that an anonymous college coach recently, y'all, tried to blast, honey, Miss Savannah James, honey. That's the beautiful wife of LeBron James. Tried to blast, honey, her recruitment procedures for her son, honey. But people are pointing out that he actually, honey, revealed just how simple the process is. They say not only that, but, honey, they're applauding, honey, Miss Savannah, honey, for protecting her headline-making son. Now, Bronny James, y'all, they're saying that he's finishing up his senior year in high school, you know, just as expected, and he's a top prospect. Now, yesterday, they're saying, honey, that Bronny dominated the sports media news after it revealed, y'all, that he was named a McDonald's All-American and honor reserved, honey, for the best high school prospects. Now, they're saying that, you know, he went on and doing what he's going to be doing great things, y'all, but they're saying Bronny James also landed a number one, y'all, on the list with a hefty $7.5 million besides his name. Now, they're saying this isn't surprising, honey, with his partnerships, including FaZe Clan, PSD, Beats by Dre, and PlayStation. Now, they're saying, y'all, as Bronny heads for college, y'all, he is currently ranked at number 28 in the ESPN's top 100 prospects, honey, with numerous colleges trying to recruit him. Now, they're saying where the son of LeBron James actually ends up, nobody knows, but they're also going on to say, y'all, that this coach, honey, he said, y'all, that, honey, he almost had to to jump through hoops, honey, to get to the ball player's mound. They say because Miss Savannah wasn't playing there. Now, they're saying that the ACC coach tried to paint the process negatively before revealing how easy the process is, honey. He said, I tried to get involved, but, honey, you had to jump through 1,000 hoops just to get to his damn mama, ACC coach said. He said, you're not allowed to talk to the kid. You have to schedule a time on Tuesday or Thursday with the publicists or just to talk to that mama,
Good.
unquote.
So what's wrong
What
with
y'all
that?
think about that?
Structure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Structure is always good. Decent. Do all things decent and in order.
Yes,
That's
Savannah.
absolute. She got a good system going.
Savannah and LeBron, they're controlling the situation. They're not allowing the recruiters to control the situation.
Yeah, but the recruiter seemed like he upset, honey. He like, because he should be doing this, and Miss Savannah needs to shut up. But, honey, I guess she's doing what she needs to do, honey, to make sure everything goes well with her son. So, but, you know, that's how people do, honey. When you, like you said, Richard, when you do things decent and in order, people talk about you, honey. They be
They
saying,
can talk.
Yeah, but.
Let them talk.
Well, they talk.
That's
honey.
her child, not theirs.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
we're gonna see how this all turned out. But we love Savannah, honey, and, you know, kudos to her and what she's doing. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Baby, Miss Megan Good, she is finally speaking out regarding that divorce that she went through with her husband, the good pastor. Now, they said after, honey, splitting from her husband of 10 years, they said Megan Good has revealed that Whoopi, listen to what I said, Whoopi Goldberg played a huge role, honey, in helping her get through her divorce. Now, recently, honey, Miss Good appeared on The View, and, you know, she said her Harlem co-star opened up about what it was like for them, honey, when they met for the first time more than 30 years ago. Now, she also opened up about her personal life, which includes her divorce from Devon Franklin, honey, after nearly 10 years of marriage. She said, quote, I've learned a lot about myself. I rediscovered myself in a lot of ways, she told the View co-host. She said she had to go through a lot, but she said she and Devon, you know, they went through an amicable divorce or what have you and stuff. And she, you know, she shouted out Whoopi Goldberg, honey, for helping her out, she said, because Whoopi told her some things, honey, was very instrumental, honey, in it. And she said they had really good conversation. And she said she needs to have that very illuminating Whoopi and that eye-opening experience. But Whoopi doesn't have a husband.
That's all right.
Well,
she
that
got
doesn't
wisdom
mean
and
that
knowledge.
She doesn't have knowledge. Yeah, wisdom. Yeah.
Got life experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good that I think it's actually good that they got a divorce because we saw them as such a perfect couple. And I think that it's just a great testament that even if it looks perfect on the outside, if you're not happy inside of that relationship or that marriage, it's okay to let it go. You know, I think a lot of people are stuck inside marriages and they stay just for show because they're afraid what people are going to think. So good for both of them.
Yeah. And she also said this quote, Enrique, it's almost like you just spoke about earlier. She said, I'm like, all right, Lord, if you allowed it, what's next, Dad? She said, it's exciting, honey, for me, low key, she explained. She said, I feel like I get to start my life over in some ways and have a second chance at whatever is supposed to be next. She said, I'm really embracing it, excited about it. I don't know what to expect, and that's kind of amazing, unquote.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
she'll be fine. She's going to do good. It's her truth. She got to tell her story and get out there. And sometimes, man, the second part of your life is the best part of your life. When you get a little older and have a lot of wisdom and knowledge and know how to move, you go through all your little stuff when you're young, but you get that, start hitting late 30s and 40s. That's when it all come together. Yeah. That's when you find your sweet spot with happiness.
Yeah. And Shalimar said it in their song, too. The second time around is always better than the first time.
Second time around.
Yep.
She got her a nice guy she's dating now, too. Have you seen him?
Who, Megan?
Yeah.
She already dating?
Well, yeah. He's yeah.
Huh.
I'll show you his picture.
Oh, well, bless her spirit then, honey. Congratulations to Megan, honey. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Tangelo. On the high end, you say Tangelo, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today.
Y'all give orange, but it's orange. Okay, girl. Y'all give it up again with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, you may have heard the news about the doomsday clock. Now, it's a clock that scientists started in 1947 that tells how close we are to the end of humankind.
Right, Ricky. So the doomsday clock isn't a real clock, but a gauge on when humans will no longer be able to inhabit the Earth. It was started during World War II by scientists who worked on the development of the atomic bomb and originally measured nuclear threats, but a few years back it started monitoring climate change.
Now, this year, these scientists set the clock back at 90 seconds before midnight, the closest it's ever come to doomsday. They say one of the main reasons for the change is a war in Ukraine.
When you look at the changes in the weather, a lot of people think we are close to the end of times.
Yes, Lord.
An earthquake just hit California. There's a lot of wildfires out there, flooding, crazy changes in the temperatures, just a whole bunch of stuff.
But our pastor said no man knows the day or the hour, Gary.
Yes, honey.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
The day or the hour. He said he's coming back like a thief in the night.
Yes, he is.
That's what he said. So today's question is, if the world is coming to an end, what's something that you want to do before it's all over? Brad, what you want to do if you knew the world that was coming to
Bless as many people as I can with the things they don't have or the things that they want.
I know that's right. Gary.
Yeah.
Do y'all really want me to say what I want?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want me to say what I say now, I just think we all should just get in the bed together and just sleep.
You're like Rod T.
Random. What just happened?
The hell?
Man,
you real lonely.
I am.
Come on, okay? Man, I always said I'd never do this, but you know what? I think I want to skydive, bro.
Oh, no, you can do that next week.
Yes, sir.
You can do that today.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
you need to go and knock that out.
It's on the bucket list.
Okay, Special K.
What would I want to do before the war?
Yeah, that's the question, I think.
Ashanti.
Say what?
Ashanti.
Did you just say that on the air?
Ashanti. Look, if the world is ending anyway, the wifey, she's just going to have to be mad. Look.
Well, she's going to be mad long because the world going to be at the end, so you want to go
exactly. It's
just,
going to all be over after that, so hey.
Just Ashanti, just one time, K.
Just one.
You willing to risk it all?
I will risk it all.
And are you going to play one of her songs while you here? Are you going to play which song? You going to play Happy?
She ain't even got to take a shower first. Come in musty.
All that in the world funk.
Ain't got to brush her teeth or nothing. Just come in musty.
You better be glad that you are a comedian and your wife
Yeah, I'm
knows
a comedian.
this.
These are jokes. Plus, my wife don't wake up this early. So it's all good. Hating ass friend gonna tell her I said it.
Oh, man, y'all get on us 866-9 Ricky, 866-9 right. Gary, that was real uncomfortable for you to say everybody get in the bed.
Well, that's how I feel, hell. So.
Just absolutely disgusting and horrible. That's disgusting by itself.
We need to go to human resources on that one.
Just the thought of you. Let's go to the phone. 866-9 Ricky. Good morning.
This is Millicent from St. Louis. I would like to have lunch with President Barack and Michelle Obama.
Nice.
Have sex with Chris Brown. I love that boy. I don't know what it is. I don't know his swag, his demeanor. I just love it all. I know he's going to be good in the bed.
I would like to store up all of the carrots that I would like. I love carrots.
Before the world comes to an end, I'd like to meet my favorite rapper, The Brat. And this is Rodney Clay. I would like to meet Rickey Smiley and Tom Joyner.
Before the world ends, I would like to get my bottle posture tips. I want to make sure I'm right by God, and I want to make sure that I'm right with my friends.
Be closer to my family.
Find out about my WhatsApp friend, if it's true or not.
Before the world ends, I want to make Brett scream like Rock T laugh.
There it is, Brett.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, we got the one and only Jeff Johnson with 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
What up, everybody? Good to be with you this morning. Man, Rick, listen, I want to dive right in because I know that I said on Tuesday we'd be talking more about this Tyree Nichols case in Memphis, Tennessee. And just last night, the police chief put on YouTube a video that really went into, I think, framing what this is going to look like moving forward. And by that, I mean, she said that this was a failing. She said this is not just a professional failing, This is a failing of basic humanity towards the other individual, to another individual. And then went on and talked about the incident was heinous, reckless, inhumane. And in the vein of transparency, when the video is released in the coming days, you'll see this for yourselves. And so the family has already seen the video of the attack. He was beaten, he was tased, he was pepper sprayed. And from what I'm learning and additionally looking into this, there were two folks from the fire department that were also fired. And I think some of that, as we all know, often the fire department is called out to provide aid. And they didn't release details, Rick, on why those members of the fire department were fired. But in looking at the accusations about failing to provide aid, my guess is that that's what's connected to. There have not been formal charges made yet because the investigation is not yet completed. So once that is done, then there will be formal charges, despite the fact that they have already been fired. And the family is saying that they want them charged with murder. We know that murder 1 and even murder 2 is often challenging because you have to prove that it was premeditated. But I'm positive that there are charges that will come. And I think what's scary, Rick, is that because they want to be transparent, they're going to release this video. And when they release this video, and not only folks in Memphis, but in other parts of the country see it, it's going to be difficult to say there's not going to be protests. There's not going to be serious mobilization and action against not only the police department, but potentially other leadership in Memphis. And so I think the police chief is trying to get out ahead of that, saying that she knows that folks are going to want to do that she hopes that it's not violent. And we'll see if the police department's transparency and almost support of bringing these officers to justice will bring about something different. But it's not as if there is a huge level of community trust in internal processes of many police departments. So we'll see what happens there. But that can be released as early as today or tomorrow or as late as next week. And so once that happens, we're going to have a whole lot more to talk about. I want to talk about something in better news. Anybody who has been to Washington, D.C., or you're interested in food may know the name Angel Gregorio, who is the founder and leader of the Spice Suite. This sister decided to create a spice store in the middle of D.C., Rick. And if the spices were just it would be crazy. But she's done over 400 pop-ups for other small-owned black businesses, primarily black women. The store itself is almost, for the last few years, has almost been like a community center and networking center and support center for not only entrepreneurs, but people in the community. And she just last month, Rick, launched something called Black and Forth, where they got a 75 square foot lot and turned it into almost its own mall for black-owned businesses. There's a farmer's market component. There's an incubator component. There is pop-up component. And I'm bringing this up because as we talk about supporting black business, it's not just about telling people where to go buy. It's also about how do we set up infrastructure and support mechanisms and training to make sure that our businesses have the ability to thrive. She did an interview with The Guardian, and they asked her, what's the business model for the boutique salons? She said, we talk a lot about affordable housing, but we don't talk about affordable commercial space for black people. Black people need to have their own spaces for their business just as much as we need to have our own living spaces. And she's offering affordable rent. She wants people to stay there for a long time and grow their business without spending a lot for overhead. And so please check out Black and Forth, which is the movement. But I think this is a model that folks that are doing similar things in other parts of the country can look to, and those that want to have a model to see how we create infrastructure for supporting our businesses. Before I get out of here, Rick, man, we're getting ready to come up on Black History Month. There's a whole lot we're going to talk about. And as I was doing some research, I saw an article that reminded me, 1993 in hip-hop was crazy. And do you know the number of albums that are coming up on their 30th year anniversary? You got Pac's Strictly for My N-Words. You got Queen Latifah's Black Rain. You got Cube's Lethal Injection. You got Soul of Mischief's 93 to Infinity. You got Naughty by Nature's 1993. You got Onyx, Back the F Up. You got Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. You got Tribe's Midnight Marauder. And you got, of course, Wu's 36 Chambers. All of them are celebrating a 30-year anniversary this year.
Wow.
1993 was a crazy,
I swear,
incredible year.
Jeff, I talk about that on stage, man. Best hip-hop of all time was in the 90s.
Bro, but that's 1 year, bro.
Yeah.
That is 1 year. And so I'm excited about us talking about all kinds of things that we come into Black History Month. Y'all tell me your favorite record from the 90s. I'm going to get out of here. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Y'all love you. Have a fantastic Thursday. Be good to each other. Have a good weekend. And I'll check you next week.
Hey, love you too, Jeff, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, we got songs that'll stay in your head all day. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for Fix It Jesus with the one and only Twan 360. Twan, what up?
Ricky, good morning. That's J-E-Z-U-Z, okay? All right, so get this, Ricky. Self-proclaimed relationship guru Derek Jackson, his estranged wife, Denia Jackson, despite their ongoing divorce, she continues to host their weekly online Bible study. Now, she's claiming the spirit of depression was taking over her viewership and immediately began shifting the atmosphere using the power of tongues. Take a listen to this.
Vomit yourself out now in the name of Jesus. Gotta hit this shit, but 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 gotta hit this shit, gotta hit this shit, but gotta hit. You demons of mind control. Vomit yourself out now in the name of Jesus. Gotta hit this shit, but gotta hit this shit.
Vomit yourself out.
And she said, what, Rock?
Vomit yourself out in the name of Jesus.
There you go.
Coming up this ship, coming up this ship,
Oh, she said, coming up this ship.
coming up this ship.
One more time, someone.
Vomit yourself out now in the name of Jesus. Gotta hit this shit, but 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 gotta hit this shit, gotta hit this shit, but gotta hit. You demons of mind control. Vomit yourself out now in the name of Jesus. Gotta hit this shit, but gotta hit this shit.
This is why you can't pray and then listen to Missy Elliott before you pray. That happened right there. Twan, if anybody want to see that video, how can they find it?
Go directly to my Instagram. That's at Twan the Don. I cannot do this.
There it is, y'all. Twan the Don. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show right here. So, the millennials, Generation X, Gen Z, now Generation Alpha, as we get older, we start to realize everything our parents used to say, or at least a majority of it was right. And so Gary was sitting in here having a conversation, brought up the question, what is something that you would tell your 21-year-old self that you wish you would have known? And Gary, what is that?
That's the thing.
And what made you spark this conversation?
Well, I was talking about it with somebody. I don't remember where it was. Me and Special K them. We were talking about it and stuff, and it just came up because I remember talking about it with some friends of mine. What would you tell yourself? So my thing is, I still wonder sometimes what would I tell myself. But I mean, because at 21 years old, honey, I was, I then moved away from the country, baby, from Port Arthur to Houston, and I was running wild, but I didn't do no wild.
You should have stayed on the Little League football team.
Yeah, for real.
You could have been playing for the damn Dallas Cowboys or the Baltimore Ravens or something.
Well, yeah, but at that time, they didn't have don't ask, don't tell. So I don't know if that would have worked.
So it's always just in you. Pick up a baby doll.
Yes. But I don't know what I would tell myself probably. Just keep moving, honey, because, I was just, like I said, I was moving fast, doing what I had to do, moving from the country to the city, seeing all the bright lights and what have you and stuff like that. But I never did really get in no major trouble or anything like that. So I think I would just tell myself, just keep moving, honey, and it's going to eventually come. And, and it did,
Maria, what would you tell your 21-year-old self?
Just that everything is going to be all right, to be patient and to enjoy those younger years of my life, because you get older, your body start locking up, you can't do the things you used to do. And I think a lot of times people stress in their 20s because you're always trying to build for what you think
Right.
is in the future.
Yeah.
Right. The brat, 21 years old. What would you tell yourself?
Don't trust nobody.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you was a
Message.
star there.
Okay. Yes, sir. Because I kind of came along just thinking everybody was nice.
Yeah.
And everybody had the right motives. Boy, you can pay me. And you know when I really get mad? When people come in there, when they be smiling, showing all their teeth.
Come on,
and they make every damn thing sound good. I get so irritated now. I said, well, tell me the bad part.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Keep it
Coming in there with them little slick hustle words, and we got promoted. We're going to be doing the show. We're going to go on tour. We're going to have barbecue, in the dressing room, macaroni and cheese, and don't never talk about that. Bro, I can't stand them.
Promoters.
It ain't even just the janky promoters, the janky people that be backstage leeching on, and everybody here they come with their motives and agendas. Instead of just speaking and going on about your bid, just speak. And I'm coming up here trying to do all that. Like when I went in the dressing room last night, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, I'm not talking about no morning show. I'm not talking about nothing I'm doing. It's just a pleasure to be here. Thank you for allowing me to be in your presence. And shook hands and then let them talk to you about what they want to talk to you about and keep it moving and give people their space. Just having sensibility and knowing how to be in a room and how to fit in without trying to be validated by somebody. That's the part I get so annoyed when people come back stage. Rock T, what would you tell your 21-year-old self?
Man, everyone in your circle is not in your corner.
Woo, talking about your friend with the Ronald McDonald shirt.
Man, come on, listen. Everybody don't want to see you win,
Dave.
man. Like you just said, they'll smile in your face, but dog you behind
Dave.
your back, dog. Don't even go there, dog. Don't even go there.
Dave.
Yes.
Super Dave.
I'm ready.
We were doing karaoke one night. Rock T bought a friend. Friend had a little baby Jerry curl that had this shirt that I think he got it from Rich's.
Say, man.
And had them stripes going down. So Tommy Davidson came, he said he wanted to host karaoke night. Rock T friend up on stage smiling, thought he was shy. Tommy Davidson, give it up for Ronald McDonald.
The night wasn't the same after that. And he had on a red and white striped shirt.
There's never an excuse for that. It's never a reason for a grown man to wear a red and white stripe.
Tommy Davidson is the most low-down comedian. Right there.
Hey, dog.
I know I ain't trying to get off the subject. Remember we went to the comedy club that night? Tommy Davis on stage. What's a little baller that live in Atlanta?
Yeah, he called him
He said little man up here with the Larry Holmes haircut.
Don't be talking about little baller.
Larry Holmes. He had that flat top.
Somebody.
It was like a.
I don't know who cut little baller.
He had that high flat top.
Oh, little baller gonna get
It was short. It was short, and it went from the back, and going toward the front. It was going down, and it was a tight little fade, and the fade was up at the top, like he was just getting ready to go into the Marines. And Tommy Davidson said it all night in between Joe. He said, "Right, the man with over here with the Larry Holmes haircut."
Larry Holmes, his hair looked like it was always not quite finished being cut. Like the barber just said, hold on for a second. It never came back.
Yeah.
News headlines.
Entertainment.
Sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It is 26 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segments be about you buy.
Brought to you by Capital One. The Capital One Quicksilver Card earned 1.5% cash back on every purchase. What's in your wallet? Details at CapitalOne.com.
All right,
Good morning.
Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Thursday morning news. President Biden announced Wednesday that the U.S. will send 31 top-of-the-line M1 Abrams battle tanks to Ukraine, a key request from Kyiv that will provide a major boost to Ukrainian firepower in its war with Russia. The move comes after Germany said it would provide 14 of its own Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. France, the UK, Finland, and Netherlands and other nations are also sending key security assistance. In other news, Louisiana's practice of detaining inmates beyond their court-ordered release dates violates the Constitution. Nearly 27% of all inmates held in custody of the Louisiana Department of Corrections were held past their release dates over a 4-month period, according to the Justice Department report. In Virginia, the school board of Newport News voted last night to fire the school district's superintendent in the hours before an elementary school teacher was shot. School administrators were warned 3 times that a 6-year-old boy was carrying a gun, but they failed to take action, according to a lawyer representing the teacher. New research has emerged about the dangers of ultraviolet light nail dryers, according to reports, including DNA cell damage, and mutations that pose an increased risk for skin cancer. So if you go to those nail salons, be mindful. The findings show that over a 20-minute exposure, 20 to 30% of the cells died. And after 3 consecutive 20-minute exposures, that is, 65 to 70% of the cells died. Lastly, high prices are driving an increase in attempts to bring eggs into the U.S. from Mexico, according to border officials. Officials at the San Diego Customs and Border Protection Office have seen an increase in the number of attempts to move eggs across the U.S.-Mexico border since prices skyrocketed over recent weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
they got egg night at Dallas Gentleman Strip Club over there off of 30. The strip club over there off of 35. Yeah. They have Thursday night egg night, so you can get dancing and stuff, and people rolling eggs on. Eggs so expensive now, and I was just like people rolling eggs on stage, like a carton of eggs can get you two. Let me see, what's the thing?
Eggs is the new cocaine.
Yeah, the big square
cartels is moving eggs.
That's kind of
loads of eggs come across the border.
2 dozen of eggs will get you in the VIP now.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
With that said, let's take a look at sports.
Roxy.
Come on, Roxy.
No.
Stick to your specialty, sir.
All right.
That
was mighty excellent.
Horrible.
No.
No. Just go ahead
Time
now.
for my sports was his extravagance.
No, sir.
All right, let's
Man, go on do the sports, man. Come on.
All right, man. Portland Trailblazer superstar Damian Lillard had an extraordinary night last night. He dropped 60 points. Led against the Utah Jazz, only 29 shot attempts and 10 free throw attempts. Just 2 other players have reached 60 points on fewer shot attempts. That was the great Karl Malone and, of course, James Harden. Dame shot 90% from the field. LeBron James had another historic night. He dropped 46 points versus the Clippers, making him the only NBA player to score 40-plus points against every team in the league. But that wasn't the highlight of the game. The highlight of the game was when a heckler was heckling LeBron all night long, and the Lakers was down 77-54 at halftime. LeBron's walking back to the locker room, and I don't mean to laugh, dog.
What happened?
The heckler was like, hey, Bron, man, you better get this blank together. LeBron stopped, looked over at him. He said, with that receding ass hairline.
No, who said that to LeBron?
This was a heckler, man. He was just talking noise.
Man, I couldn't play in the NBA. I've went up in the stands and whooped and knocked the hell out of it. Yeah, man, people are so disrespectful, man. Just because you can don't mean that you should. And then why do they let people go to games that's disrespectful to the players like that? They're human beings. They have it. And then people want to say, well, you get paid all that. You don't get paid all that money to be mistreated and harassed. And
LeBron don't even give off that kind of energy. He seems like a genuinely good dude.
He is, man. He is.
He is.
Come on, man.
But these hecklers, boy.
Just slow down and trifling.
But it's been like
stuff. And then, we as men, we be a little self-conscious about our hairline and stuff like that. I just couldn't imagine what Kevin Durant have to put up with.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Us. The Notorious B.I.G. is being honored with a limited edition pair of sneakers to mark the Jordan year 2023 of hip-hop's 50th anniversary. The limited edition Air Jordan shoe was unveiled on the late rapper's official Instagram page as a partnership between the sneaker brand and the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. They're currently up for grabs at the auction, and the bidding starts at $1. But like Biggie himself, the shoe has a lot to offer, including a tongue with the silhouette of the legendary rapper, with sneakers tongue tag, highlights Biggie well-known lyrics. It was all a dream.
You can't do your story here with them laughing.
And if you don't know, now you know. The word dream is embroidered on the shoelaces. The sock liner is made of a traditional red and black plaid pattern. And the insole of the special edition inspired print. Auctions proceeds will benefit the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. Also, Jay-Z may be performing at the 2023 Grammy Awards. According to Hip Hop DX, a Jay-Z fan page on Twitter shared the news, and if this is true, this will be the first time in years that the hip-hop icon performed at an awards show. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. Coming up next, we got the praise mix down. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. I'm going to let y'all talk. Y'all got a minute. Go ahead, get it out.
I thought they was through.
Go ahead, get it out.
The ice cream drumsticks with the cookies and cream sprinkles on top.